Kalonzo Musyoka and President William Ruto's secret political deal ahead of the 2027 general elections. The Wiper Party leader, Kalonzo Musyoka, will clearly outsmart Raila Odinga's political strategies ahead of the 2027 general elections by working with President William Samuel Arap Ruto. And I will give you the details in this analysis. But let me ask you, how can you describe the current political relationship between Kalonzo Musyoka and Raila Odinga ahead of the 2027 general elections? Because according to me, there's a problem, a very, very big problem between these two leaders. Their bitter fallout. And I will actually give you the details in regards to yesterday's Azimio La Umoja One Kenya Alliance parliamentary group meeting. Do you think that Kalonzo Musyoka can actually work with William Ruto ahead of the 2027 general elections? And if that is the case, will Raila Odinga allow that to happen? Do you think that Raila Odinga will be happy to see Kalonzo Musyoka working together with President William Ruto ahead of the 2027 general elections? I want us to find out. But before we go into the deeper details of this analysis, just a quick reminder that if you are listening to me and you haven't subscribed, I'm requesting you to please just take 1 second or two and subscribe to this channel. You can also give this video a like so that YouTube can automatically recommend this video in particular to reach out to others, because the only way that we can improve this channel to grow is by subscribing. Thank you so much to all of those who have already subscribed. I don't take your support for granted. Now let us go straight into the details. It is now very clear, crystal clear, that there is no way Raila Odinga will endorse Kalonzo Musyoka in the 2027 general elections presidential bid, simply because of two reasons. Number one, Kalonzo Musyoka and Raila Odinga's fallout in Azimio. Like for example, yesterday Raila Odinga convened the Azimio La Umoja One Kenya Alliance Coalition parliamentary group meeting, which is very, very important. But in that particular meeting, the Wiper Party leader, Kalonzo Musyoka, boycotted. Martha Karua also did not attend. And for the first time, the very first time, Jeremiah Kioni did not also attend that meeting. And remember that Jeremiah Kioni has always represented the former head of state, Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta, and Jubilee Party. But because of the fallout between Raila and Uhuru, that is one of the reasons as to why Jeremiah Kioni did not attend that particular meeting. But that is a story for another day. Let me read for you this article here that was posted by Ali Hassan Joho on his Facebook account. It says, I joined Right Honorable Raila Odinga and Azimio La Umoja One Kenya Alliance luminaries in a productive engagement with the Azimio La Umoja One Kenya Coalition Party, PG, at the Jaramogi Oginga Odinga Foundation offices, where we deliberated on key socio-economic issues affecting the country. Then he posted these photos here. But when you look at these photos very keenly, you can see Raila Odinga, Eugene Wamalwa, Ali Hassan Joho. You can also see Mwangi wa Iria. But of course you cannot see Kalonzo Musyoka. Why do you think Kalonzo Musyoka boycotted that meeting? And when last did you see Kalonzo Musyoka with Raila Odinga together? That is a clear proof that Kalonzo Musyoka and Raila Odinga are not in good terms. So because of that fallout, I don't think Raila Odinga will endorse Kalonzo Musyoka in the 2027 general elections. Reason number 2 on why Raila will not endorse Kalonzo Musyoka in 2027, it is because Raila Odinga will officially exit the local politics for the African Union Commission top job. And that is exactly why Raila Odinga is handing over his own ODM party leadership. Do you think that Raila Odinga will endorse Kalonzo Musyoka if he will officially exit from the local politics for the AU top job? Even the African Union Commission will not allow him to participate in the local politics. And remember this, Raila Odinga's endorsement to Kalonzo Musyoka is very, very important, because for Kalonzo Musyoka to get the support from Raila Odinga's strongholds, and especially the Luo Nyanza region, Kalonzo Musyoka must need Raila Odinga's endorsement. But Kalonzo Musyoka currently is on his own, and Kalonzo Musyoka cannot win the 2027 presidential elections. There is no way that Kalonzo Musyoka will defeat President William Ruto. So do you think that Kalonzo will work with William Ruto ahead of the 2027 general elections? The answer is yes, because of the following reasons. Number 1, political survival. Kalonzo Musyoka is one of the political leaders, who highly depend on Raila Odinga. Of course, Kalonzo Musyoka cannot stand on his own. That is why he will always talk about political endorsement. Same thing to Musalia Mudavadi in Kenya Kwanza. Those are the kind of leaders who must be endorsed to win any political seat. Unfortunately, there is no one who is willing to endorse them. But let us wait and see how things will turn out to be. But for Raila Odinga's exit from the local politics, Kalonzo Musyoka must seek refuge elsewhere, and the best place is President William Ruto. Another thing that will force Kalonzo Musyoka to endorse or to work with William Ruto ahead of the 2027 general elections is the resources. The way you look at Kalonzo Musyoka, just the way he is, do you think that Kalonzo Musyoka has enough resources, enough capital to run for the presidency? Do you think that Kalonzo Musyoka can actually form a coalition? With who exactly? And remember that by the end of it all, he will still lose. So there is no need for Kalonzo Musyoka to expend more on something that he will lose. The best way is to work with William Ruto. And finally, remember this, Kalonzo Musyoka and President William Ruto are not political enemies. Kalonzo and Ruto have never ever been political enemies, simply because they are not political competitors. The only two political competitors of William Ruto is the former head of state, Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta, and Raila Amolo Odinga. So there is no any enmity between Kalonzo and William Ruto. Therefore, it will be easier to convince Kalonzo to work with William Ruto. But remember this, which is very, very important. William Ruto will still win the 2027 presidential bid with or without Kalonzo Musyoka. I don't mean that William Ruto is depending on Kalonzo Musyoka to win. Of course not. But due to the reasons that I've just given you, is what will force Kalonzo Musyoka to work with William Ruto. I don't know what to think. I would also want to know your thoughts and your opinions in the comment section down below. Do you think that Kalonzo will work with William Ruto ahead of the 2027 general elections? Please don't forget to subscribe to this channel. Otherwise, I don't have much. Let me see you again in my next video analysis. My name is Jason. Bye bye.